light, sound and vibration. All healing will have to be done with these three tools. Not with medicines. Sound is such a beautiful tool. Even the exercise I told you about meditation. Some are unable to do that also. They can't just close their eyes basically. Why? Fear. आँख बंद कर दूंगी तो I will not be there. It's fear. For them, we work with sound. So you just get them to do humming. Just humming. Keep humming, 5 minutes. Keep humming. Come on, let's all of you experience the sound within. I want you to put your hand on your navel. Either you can put your hand just below the navel or just above, because navel is a root. So never close your navel. Our body has roots, correct? Mouth, ears, navel, our part which is lower, yeah, nostrils. These are roots for prana. Wow, correct. So we cannot lock it, we can't close it. So always put your hand below or above, either on the Manipura or the Swadhisthana. So put your hand and I want you to only hum. Humming and make the hum softer, 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 softer. Keep humming, hum very softly. Just keep feeling that cosmic hum, connecting to the universal cosmos. Keep feeling, keep humming, soft, 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 soft. And as you keep humming softly, 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 just feel a vibration in the cell in your body. Begin to feel your heartbeat. is beating. Just feel your heartbeat. Put your hands over your heart and just feel your heartbeat. And now I want you to breathe with your heartbeat. Just regulate your breathing along with your heartbeat. So thank your divinity and open your eyes. So, how was the humming? Another way to meditate. Simple. Sound. Sound is such a beautiful tool for meditation. So remember, friends, 3 things have destroyed our belief that we are immortal. Modernization. The world has gone through modernization. We have technology. We have everything at the tip of a button, tip of a finger. As we have become modern, so as to say, we have moved away from our ancient wisdom. Modern medicine. What happens? We are dependent on medication. Modern medicine created a difference between the mind and the body. Correct? In ancient times, we had shamans, people who would deal with the whole body. As modernization started, we said there was a difference in the ancient times between the church. That is what has created problems. So now we have separated the brain and the soul, the body and the mind. Then super specialization. You have got a problem with your kidney, go to the nephrologist. You have a problem with your heart, go to the cardiologist. You have a problem with your brain, go to the psychologist. With your mind, go to the psychologist. So now, super specialization. We are dealing with our kidney separately, with our heart separately, with our brain separately, with our mind separately. Nobody is looking at the whole body. The more we super specialize, the more we are dismantling, dissecting ourselves. So we are not into super specialization. We are in dealing with the human form, with all its brilliance. Body is equally brilliant. Mind is equally brilliant. Soul is equally brilliant. Nobody is more and nobody is less. Remember this. Don't say, body को क्या करना है? नहीं, body equally important है हमारे लिए. हमारे कार्मिक स्क्रिप्ट को ठीक करने के लिए बॉडी हमारा साथ देती है. I love my body. Don't reject it. Love it. Clothe it. Take care of it. Okay? Fast करते हैं हम, but it's for the good of the body. We are not fasting to destroy the body, remember. We are fasting for the good of the body. So, we are holistic doctors. Whole को देखो. And doctor is hata. We are healers. We heal. We are healers. So remember something, friends. We have to look at the person as a whole. And whole means with his family. Family is also part of him, no? So him, his family, his social structure, his economic structure, everything makes up this person. So we have to heal not only the body, not only his mind, but everything else around him also. So we are cosmic healers. We are healing not the body, not his physical structure, not his social structure, his economic structure, but his cosmic structure. So you will manifest. Okay? So any questions that are coming to us? Earliest, first source from where his consciousness would have then entered this dimension, physical dimension, which was in the ocean form. So you first experience your essence and then your physical form of an ocean. That's right.
What to deal with the ulcer patients?
Ulcer.
Ulcer patient.
So, ulcer, why does ulcer happen?
Thought process.
So what thought causes ulcer? What thought causes? Every thought is another way of entering our body, no? So what thought will cause ulcer? Dissatisfaction or anger. Anger. Anger में क्या होता है? You boil. We say that in English, boiling with rage, boiling with anger. So when you boil, what will happen to our tissues? It will ulcer. Exercise that I taught you, the humming, is good for ulcer patients to begin with because it rearranges the vibrational frequency within their space. And when they are doing it, they must put their hand over that part. Which hand should you put? Right or left? Left. Why? Because the right hand is masculine. It's dominant, aggressive, hard, logical. So you don't want all that. That has caused the ulcer. That region where he feels the ulcers are there. Yeah? And then, as he is humming, make the humming loud and soft, not just loud, soft. उसको वेरिएट करो, हमिंग को ऊपर नीचे करते रहो उसको, and ask him to direct that humming in his palm. Okay? And ask him to, you can ask them to now visualize light, just light. Now what will be the color of the light? It will depend on where the ulcers are. If they are in the stomach, it's close to the Manipura. So the color will be, if the wherever, if the ulcer are little below, depending on the where the ulcer is, you regulate the light. Okay? So for a couple of sessions, you try and work with the colored light. 20 minutes allow the person to hum. The next 10-15 minutes do the light healing. Depending on the color of the organ, wherever the organ is. Yeah? Then after that, you take 1 or 2 sessions with just white light. Then you can do an induction process using your healing techniques with the light white. Okay? After that, during these sessions also, talk a little bit about the anger part. What is he angry about? Is he angry about because certain belief systems are there? People should listen to me. People don't love me. What is the belief system? What is the negative cognition box? So you open that box, again empty, again he opened another box, again empty, another box, again empty, another box, again empty. Father got angry. What is this? There is nothing in this box. So the little boy said, it has got all my love and kisses. So to dissolve somebody's anger, what do we need? Love and kisses. Okay, take a break. When we meditate, we get into subtle. And then the physical body is not felt. Isn't it? So it does exist. In all of us it exists. Otherwise we wouldn't have had Buddha.
Yes.
Buddha, Jesus, Mahavira, all these people are proof that you can enter that nirvanic space because it exists. If it does not exist, we can't enter in it. That's all.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I do have a question for you.
Please.
Initially, you just gave an example. There was a patient, like in case if a patient comes, it could be an unknown fear, and just by doing a breathing exercise, we can just tell them, feel that fear in you. I have handled, a subject rather than calling a patient. Yeah, she experienced the complete fear. What all the emotions were hidden inside her. She experienced it, and finally, she spent that, and finally she is okay now.
Correct.
So, like, are we spending that, or should we continue further? Spending that, emotion. I just want to know.
You mean once it's out?
Yeah, once it's out.
So you are saying that it should be still there?
Yeah. Do you think it would be still there, or should we like?
So remember that, let's say there is a tumor, fear. Okay. Fear can result in asthma, let's say. Okay. That fear that is resulting in asthma has to be released. Once that is released, a normal fear, yeah, normal that we feel fearful about, let's say, that would still exist. It will not go away. Don't think that any emotion can be completely dissolved. A part of that which is causing trouble is dissolved. But in normal process, like anger is a normal emotion, correct? Suppose if your child is running on the road and she's going to be hit by a car, you will pull the child and show anger, correct? It's normal. That should be done, correct? That is normal emotion. All our navarasas exist. A state of Buddhahood is a state when I'm not attached to my navarasas. That's all. Okay? So, true. Everything will not be spent. The dysfunctional part of the fear will go. The functional part will continue to stay.
But more and more we spend it, do you think it would reduce that, intensity? More and more we start spending that emotion, it could be of fear, anxiety or anything. More and more we ask that subject to experience that. They might not be able to go into the past life all the time.
Correct.
So, I would say, experience that fear.
Yeah. You can keep experiencing, and a time will come when the fear will be outside.
Yeah, it will be digested, right?
It will be digested, it will be outside,
Exactly.
and nothing else will cause you fear. You will just have fear as a word that you knew about. That's all.
It becomes feeble.
Yes, of course. It becomes feeble, and what is feeble? Then less things create fear. That's all.
No, because I handled the subject and right now she is okay now.
Correct. Wonderful.
Thank you.
So you can all write your questions down and, as and when I keep talking. I want you to, in the break time, page 2 and 3. Sometimes we have people who come to see us and they are telling us one long history. We spend one day, another session, just listening. It is good. It is good to do that also. But if you see many people on a day, you don't have that much time. Especially in a workshop, I don't know each one of you. So in the first 2 pages, second and third, I have written my personal purpose. In our life, we have just 4 or 5 incidences. Our life is made up of 4 or 5 important incidences, that's all. That is why when we take a subject to a past life, what do? We ask the person to scan that life and maybe 4 or 5 incidences will come out, not more. Similarly, our life also today has just 4 or 5 important incidences which have led us to our purpose. So So, I'm going to ask you in the lunchtime to spend some time, like how I have written, write 4 or 5 incidences in your life which have led you to this purpose. When you write, you will understand how your life has gone. कैसे आपका जीवन गया हुआ है. इसी तरीके से when you have a subject, let's say the first time in seeking some help, you ask that person, I want you to go back home and just write a story about your life. After all, life is a story, right? So go back home and write a story about your life. I was a little girl, I was born here, I was born here, yeah? And write it and get it to me tomorrow. When the person writes and you read it, you will be able to map some of the important issues that in this person's life has kept coming recurrently. You understand? That will also give you an idea what should you probe for a past life. Suppose somebody comes to you for fear, phobia. Is that phobia only that you are going to see in a past life? Why has this person become phobic? What is that recurrent, repetitive pattern that is causing this person to be phobic? Even if a person writes down their life, you are able to see that pattern. And if there is anything else also that needs to be probed, you can focus on it. So writing a personal account is very important for any subject. Now there are some people who are very resistant to writing. Yeah, whatever. So I have another idea for them. I tell them, get your album photographs, childhood photographs, till now.